Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest video in my "What We Wish Our Wives Knew" series. This one is a common one that most guys don't even know they wish for. We wish our wives knew that all we want is unconditional love. All we want is to be loved in such a way that we can't lose it. We can't mess it up. There's no way that there's no thing we can do to make it all go away. We want to know that no matter how much we mess up, how unworthy we are, how bad we do things, how bad we mess up sometimes, and honestly, how big of a mistake we make. We want to know that nothing can cause you to stop loving us. This is the number one biggest reason why men act the way they do in relationships. And actually, it's even why men act the way they do in how they pursue relationships. Most men don't believe they deserve a quality relationship with a quality woman. And the more he loves you, the less he believes he's good enough. The more he thinks of you, the more he values you, the more he loves you, the more he puts you up on a pedestal, the more he doesn't think he's good enough. And quite honestly, that's the biggest mistake us guys make is we treat you as better than us. At least that's what we intend. That's what we want to do. Now, for those of you who say, but he always puts himself first, or he always does what he wants first, that's true. And it's usually because he doesn't ever believe that what he does for you is ever going to be good enough. Now, whether that comes from something you've said or done, or whether that comes from something in his past, that depends on guy to guy. That changes guy to guy. But it's usually because he doesn't think he can ever do what you need him to do, what you ask him to do, what you want him to do. He can never be the man you want him to be, the man he wants to be for you. And sometimes it's not even about what you want, it's what he wants to be for you. And he feels so unworthy and unable and unknowledged, unprepared to do that for you that he doesn't, that he just does for himself because he doesn't know what else to do. He chooses himself first because he doesn't know how to put you first. And quite honestly, us guys are told such mixed messages these days from all kinds of people, parents, media, family, the girls we date, all kinds of messages from treat her like a princess to she just wants to be an equal to she wants you to treat her the way she treats you to do what you want, do to her what you want done to you to she's deserves way better than you to you're never going to be good enough to why the hell did she settle for someone like you and all kinds of other versions of those messages, and we don't know which ones to believe. We're trying to be good enough, and every moment we're choosing a different story to fit into. Now that isn't your problem. That isn't something for you to fix. That isn't something for you to take on for yourself. That isn't something for you to feel guilty for or try and change in him or try and be good enough for yourself. It's his thing. It's his thought. It's his desire. And most of the time we don't even know we have it. Guys who control their girlfriends, abuse their girlfriends, guys who don't let their girlfriends or wives do the things that they want to do. Those guys are scared that if he lets her do what she wants, he'll lose her because he knows he's not good enough to keep her. He knows he doesn't haven't have the right qualities to be good enough. So all he can do is stop her from finding somebody else who's better. And the lower he thinks he is, the higher risk there is from anybody else being better than him. Anybody else taking her away from him, taking you away from him. And you can reassure him, you can promise him, you can love him, you can give him everything you want. The problem isn't you. The problem is us. The problem is we don't think we're good enough. And nothing you say or do is ever going to change that. We have to. What we wish you knew about us is all we want is to be good enough, even when we're not, especially when we're not, especially when we know we never can be. We just want you to never leave, no matter how bad stuff gets, how bad things get. We just want to know that we can't lose you. And we are willing to let you go, make yourself safe, make our kids safe, make your kids safe or my kids safe. We're willing to allow you to change some of the rules so that I stop hurting you. Just don't leave me. Just don't abandon me. You might have to move, go live with someone else. You might have to take control of your own life and stop putting it in my hands. You might have to do a number of different things that you know are safe. Just don't divorce me. Don't abandon me. Don't tell me you're never coming back. Go away. Keep whatever contact you can that's safe. And let me know that you're keeping that contact. I won't trust it. I won't believe it. I won't like it. And I'll get angry, especially if I'm controlling. And all of those things I will work out if I know you'll come back to me. That I've never lost you, that you're always been mine. What us guys want to know, want you to know, what us guys wish our wives knew, is that all we ever wanted was to be good enough, to never lose you. All we wish you knew is how much we love you, how much we hate ourselves. And again, that isn't something you can fix, it's something we have to fix. Most of us guys don't even know we have to fix it. Most of us guys don't even know we have this thought inside of us. Just don't leave us. And by leave us, I don't mean you have to stay in the house while I'm damaging you, while I'm hurting you, while I'm abusing you. I mean, don't divorce me and go to someone else. Don't take my kids away from me and give them to someone else. Don't take yourself away from me and give you to someone else. It might be enough that you have to take yourself and my kids away from me to keep you guys safe. And although I won't like it in some deep, dark part of me, I will admit that that's necessary. Especially if I know that you're staying committed to me, staying loyal to me, and doing your best to love me as best as you're capable without putting yourself and the kids in danger. What we wish you knew is how to love us even when we're unlovable, especially when we're unlovable. And most of you can't. And that's okay. It's not your fault that I'm this unlovable. That's what us guys wish our wives knew. I hope this was helpful. If it was, like the video, share it, tell people about it. Subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to do these as often as I can. The goal is eventually to do them every day. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.